Coming up on the Children's Hour, the kids' crew will ask a doctor about her work, what happens during an annual checkup, and how to become a pediatrician. Dr. Melissa Mason is a pediatrician in private practice in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and she joins us for a lively conversation with the kids on everything from blood pressure checks to fear of vaccines. This episode is mixed with great music, including some tracks that have just been released. The doctor is in on the Children's Hour. Stick with us. The Children's Hour is a production of the Children's Hour Incorporated, a New Mexico nonprofit. We post a lot of photos, links, and more related to our content every week. You can find us at childrenshour.org.
It's time for the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio.
Why did the pillow go to the doctor?
I don't know why.
He was feeling all stuffed up.
It's time for the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio.
The sun rises in your eyes. The sun rises in your eyes.
Yo, sunshine on a new day. No games but a new play. Got the power all inside, do your part, make the whole world rise. You and I can't lie, that's the truth say. Can't change for dollars like 4 quarters. Gotta cease war days getting shorter. Yeah, we gotta be the one to change the order. Love is the only thing that's opening these borders.
The sun rises in your eyes.
So I speak truth to power.
Sun rises in your eyes.
So I speak truth to power. So I speak truth to power. No, we will not be devoured. Instead, we gon' shower the planet with grace been granted and shout it from the highest tower. Together we can, because our lives in demand. Yeah, we gotta take a stand for every race and creed, the air that we breathe. Woman, child, and every man, it's a marathon. Shout out the nipple, we carry on. Headed to a new horizon. Up the mountain, steady climbing. It's brighter on the other side. People get up, now let's go. See us together when we grow. Shining bright and we know. Reflecting light in this show.
Sun rises in your eyes.
So I speak truth to power.
Sun rises in your eyes.
So I speak truth to power. Gotta be the change you want to see. Reality is inside. Gotta put the focus on me. We all got lights to shine. Gotta utilize energy, leaving no man behind. Gotta know the change gon' come. It's only a matter of time. Make a plan, gotta execute. Rise higher than anything testing you. Never let it get the best of you. If anything, let it bring out the best in you. Making your conscience proud. Letting your soul stand out. Gotta win the battle inside before you step out.
The sun rises in your eyes. The sun rises in your eyes. The sun rises in your eyes.
So I step to the power.
Conscience, the MC, from a brand new release, Funk the Earth. The Sun Rises in Your Eyes is the name of that track. You're listening to the Children's Hour. I'm Katie Stone. I'm so happy to be with everyone today out there in listener land, right here on Zoom. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
And who do we have with us today?
Hi, it's Cade.
Hi, it's Sonia.
Hi, it's Ethan. Hello, it's Airdrie. Hi, it's Flo.
Hi, it's Lucas.
Hi, it's Beth. Hey, it's Soleil.
Hi, it's Daniel.
Hello, it's Lucy.
Hello, it's Lily.
Hey, friends, it's Melissa.
Well, thank you all for being here. Today on the show, we're going to be with a doctor, a pediatrician to be exact. We're going to learn what it is a pediatrician does. Pediatricians are doctors that specialize in children. And we've got with us Dr. Melissa Mason on the show. She's in private practice here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we just have a whole lot of questions we all wanted to ask a doctor. Stick with us. A great conversation is coming up. But first, this is the Beat Buds.
To the doctor, today's the day to check me out, I'll be okay. I'm gonna wait my turn, no fear, no fright. My doctor makes me feel alright, yeah, doctor. My temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from the doctor. A full examination, yeah, open up and say, ah. And when I go to the doctor, I'm gonna be brave and tell him how I feel today. He's gonna check my pulse and hear the sound of a 1, 2, 3, 4 heartbeat pound. He's gonna check my eyes, check my nose, check my ears, and check my throat. He's gonna use some tools, a stethoscope, then stand me up and check my growth. Yeah, doctor, my temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from the doctor. A full examination, yeah, open up and say,
Take a deep breath in for me. Now breathe out. Good. Say ah. Now let's listen to your heart.
You know a heartbeat sounds like this, because it beats to the rhythm and your body just can't resist. It makes you move to the pumping sound of a beat bud song. So get up and get down. Scream, shout, the doctor's in the house. Doctor, my temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, say ah. Doctor, my temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, say ah.
You're listening to the Children's Hour. With us on the show today is Dr. Melissa Mason. She is a pediatrician and in private practice here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And she's going to talk with us about being a pediatrician. We have a lot of questions from you, so let's jump right in.
What does a pediatrician do?
Well, so a pediatrician is the doctor who takes care of kids from the time they're born pretty much until the time they go to college. But pediatricians do everything. So we do checkups, and we also take care of kids when they're sick, if they have questions, when they need their vaccines. So we kind of do a little bit of everything for kids.
Are there specialty doctors like child heart doctors, child brain doctors, child bone doctors, or do kids just go to grown-up doctors of those kinds?
So there are kid doctors for every specialty that there are for adults. Kids are not little adults. So it is really important to, see somebody who is trained to take care of kids with those issues. So there are pediatric cardiologists, so heart doctors, neurologists, people who take care of your brain and your nerves, gastroenterologists. So, the plumbing that ends in a P, the gastroenterologist takes care of the other plumbing that ends with the number 2. So yes, everything that exists for adults also exists for kids. There's only one that doesn't, and that is called a gerontologist, because their specialty is they take care of older people. But otherwise, we have all the same things for kids that adults have.
How much of training did you have to get in order to become a pediatrician?
So every medical school has some basic requirements. So for science, you need to take things like biology and chemistry. You have to take math. But aside from that, you could go to college and get your degree in really anything. So people could be a fine arts major and be an opera singer. And as long as they had those basic science classes, they could still go to medical school and be a doctor. Medical school is 4 years. And after medical school, you become a doctor, but then you have to figure out what kind of doctor you want to be. So to be a pediatrician, I then had to do 3 more years of training. So I was learning while I was working at the same time for 3 years. And then I had all the training I needed to officially be a pediatrician. Other kinds of doctors have different amounts of training. So for example, if you wanted to be a surgeon, somebody who does operations on a heart, you would have to do training for 7 years after medical school. So it just depends on what you want to do once you're a doctor. There's different levels of training for different kinds of jobs once you're a doctor.
Why did you want to be a pediatrician?
I realized when I was a medical student, so that's when somebody is going to school to be a doctor. You don't know what kind of doctor yet, but I was doing some work with pregnant moms, and I realized once the babies were out of the moms, I was much more interested in the babies. I also learned that, being able to take care of kids for a long time in their lives and to watch them grow and develop and do new things, I love that. And kids are honest and they're fun. So all of those reasons was why I thought pediatrics was a really great field of medicine.
What's your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of the job is when I'm in the room with kids and their families. I love that time that I have with them. And I also love that I have been taking care of some kids from the time that they were born until they go to college. And so to get to know them for such a long period of time, to help them when they need help, to celebrate with them when they have fun things to share, I love that. I love that families trust me enough to be a part of their family and take care of their kids. That's the best part, the kids and their families, for sure.
I love it. We're talking with Dr. Melissa Mason, a pediatrician here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're going to come right back.
Well, I had a baby son, it was just a week ago. Came a little early, about a month or so. So they put him in the neonatal unit where the preemies all sleep. Well, up in maternity, the mamas all coo. Watch the babies growing fatter and gurgle. But a few are in the neonatal unit where the babies go beep, 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 beep. Well, they count all their fingers and they count all their toes, and they count every single milligram he grows. Measure all the poop and they measure all the pee, and the little tiny babies go beep, 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 beep. Little tiny babies with their bears and their dogs and their wires and their tubes, and the nurses in clogs make the rounds every hour. It's a very busy schedule to keep. Well, they rock and feed the babies and they all keep time with the IV pumps and the monitors chiming in the neonatal unit where the babies go beep, 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 beep. May they all grow happy and healthy and strong. May we never know the difference before too long, except for the nights when they wake from a dream of a room full of babies going beep, 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 beep.
Hi there, I'm Mike Furman, and today I'm in a doctor's office pretending to be a doctor. Let's find out if the next patient here has got what it takes to be a kid. Hello, sorry to keep you folks waiting. I'll be your doctor today. And what's your name, young man?
My name is Raleigh.
Well, good to meet you, Raleigh. Now, I want to start with checking your ears. Here is a phone with a game on it.
Oh, cool, thanks.
All right, now give it back, please. I say again, now give it back, please. Hello? Who wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese?
I do.
All right, very good. Your hearing is perfect. And how are you eating these days?
With my hands.
Good. Now I'd like to test your reflexes. The ants go marching one by one.
Hurrah, hurrah.
Very good. Now, for the last thing we need to check, I'd like you to repeat after me.
Now for the last thing we need to check, I'd like you to repeat after me.
Okay, but wait until I've started.
Okay, but wait until I've started.
Please stop copying me.
Please stop copying me.
Great! Well, as your doctor, I am happy to say that you have definitely got what it takes.
Great. Well, as your doctor, I'm happy to say you've definitely got what it takes to be a kid.
Wow, you're really good at copying. Well, that's all for now. We'll see you next time when we ask, have you got what it takes to be a kid?
Don't pick your nose and then wipe it on your clothes. Don't put your fingers in your mouth. But if you do, then take them out. Then go and wash your hands. And come back and join the band. We can rock and we can roll. And keep our germs under control. Everyone gets sick sometimes. Has to lay in bed. Achy bones and itchy eyes. And stuffies in the head. If we keep our fingers away from our mouths and noses, we can wake up bright and fresh and go out and smell the roses. So don't pick your nose, no thank you, and then wipe it on your clothes. Don't put your fingers in your mouth. But if you do, then take them out. Yeah. Then go and wash your hands. And come back and join the band. We can rock and we can roll. And keep our germs under control. Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands with me. Make sure they're clean. Don't pick your nose. Don't pick your nose. Please don't pick your nose. Don't pick your nose. Tissues, tissues. We all need tissue. Everybody sing. Tissues, tissues. Don't use your sleeve. We all need tissue. Clap your hands now. Tissues, tissues. We all need tissue. We get a little runny. Tissues, tissues. We all need tissues.
I can't sing it serious.
Don't Pick Your Nose is Gralf from his brand new Happily Ever Now release. And Have You Got What It Takes is Mike Furman, the funny guy from his CD Songs to Sing at Children. Hugh Blumenfeld from an oldie but goodie called Dad. That's the NICU at Night. You're listening to the Children's Hour. Today on the show, we're learning about pediatricians and what they do. That's a doctor who works with kids. Did you know in order to become a pediatrician, a student has to complete 11 years of schooling after high school graduation? Most pediatricians care for patients until they don't need parental consent, and that means until they're 18 years old. Lots more information about pediatricians coming up. We're going to keep our conversation going with Dr. Melissa Mason right here on the Children's Hour. In the background, this is the High Llamas. The Children's Hour is an independent production of the Children's Hour Incorporated, a New Mexico nonprofit. Support for the Children's Hour provided by Electric Playhouse, an immersive entertainment and events center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Playhouse is open. You can purchase tickets, learn about events, play, and other opportunities, including future locations and music shows at electricplayhouse.com. Getting your kids caught up on all their immunizations is one of the most powerful things you can do. This is a superhero moment. You can protect your kids against dangerous diseases and make sure they're ready to face the world by calling your pediatrician. Normal is coming. This message brought to you by the New Mexico Pediatric Society, a proud supporter of the Children's Hour.
Hey, boys and girls, I want you to clap your hands to the beat. Yeah, like that. Uh-huh, like that. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you got it, you got it. If you're happy and you're healthy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're feeling really strong, do a dance, you can twist your hips. Raise your hands, and turn all around and around and around. I'm happy and I'm healthy and I know it, I can put my hands in the air and show it, I show it. I'm healthy, I'm strong, I got it going on. I love to run and play and jump, it keeps my body strong. I love to eat my veggies, my favorites are the peas and the beans and the carrots, even love my broccoli. I always say please every night I brush my teeth, and I always wash my hands before I eat. See, if you're happy and you're healthy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're feeling really strong, do a dance, you can twist your hips. Raise your hands, and turn all around and around and around. I like fresh air and sunshine, I love to play outside. I drink plenty of water, we need water to survive. My body feels good when I take the best care. It's okay to have a snack, how about an apple, a pear? I love to eat my fruit cause it's juicy and it's sweet, and that makes me really happy from my head to my feet. I can touch my head, shoulders, knees and toes, I'm healthy and I'm strong, and now everybody knows. If you're happy and you're healthy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're feeling really strong, do a dance, you can twist your hips. Raise your hands, and turn all around and around and around. If you're happy and you're healthy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're feeling really strong, do a dance, you can twist your hips. Raise your hands, and turn all around and around and around. Okay, now freeze. Yeah. Now touch your knees. Now stand really tall, like the biggest tree, and turn all around and around and around. If you're happy and you're healthy, clap your hands, clap your hands. If you're feeling really strong, do a dance, you can twist your hips. Raise your hands, and turn all around and around and around.
Divinity rocks right here on the Children's Hour from her brand new release. And that song, Happy and Healthy, also has an accompanying book you can find. Dr. Mason is a pediatrician here in Albuquerque. She's also our guest today on the Children's Hour. Dr. Mason, when you see a child in your office, can you go through kind of step by step, what's a doctor's appointment like?
So it sounds like you're referring to a checkup. So just you're healthy and you're going to go in and kind of the doctor's going to check everything. So for a checkup, for all kids, we see how tall they are. We see how much they weigh. We also, especially for older kids, we check your blood pressure. So if you guys have ever been to the doctor, they put that thing on your arm and it squeezes really tightly. That's checking your blood pressure. We check your pulse, which is how fast your heart is beating. Sometimes for your checkup, we check your vision. So if you guys have ever been and you have to look at that chart that's far away and cover up one eye and look at letters or pictures, sometimes we'll check your hearing. So we'll hold something up and you have to raise your hand if you hear the beep. So those are all things that are done before I ever get to go in the room and see kids. But what that does is it tells me, one, how you're growing. Because if you're growing well, that's a good indication that you're healthy.
What kind of medicine do you use?
Well, it depends on what we're treating. There's a lot of different medicines for infections. If something hurts, if you have an itchy rash, if you have a headache, it is actually a medicine. But, vaccines, when you get your flu shot, that actually can help keep you from getting the flu. And also, if you still got the flu, you wouldn't get as sick. There's medicines for those things, and they're all different. And sometimes it's different depending on how old you are too. So we have to think about all of those things when we're choosing the right medicine.
How'd you get a virus?
The easiest way to pick up a virus is you touch surfaces like a table or a doorknob, and then you touch your face. So a really important way to not get sick from viruses, one is, yes, when you're out, especially now, wear your mask. Two, wash your hands. I know you hear that a lot, but it's because it works. It helps keep you healthy and safe. So keep that up. Hand sanitizer is good, but washing your hands with soap and water is even better.
You brought up vaccines. So let's talk about vaccines. A lot of folks, myself included, were really, really behind on my vaccines. And can we talk about vaccines and pandemics and things like that?
So a lot of kids and families did get behind on their vaccines because I think a lot of people were scared to go in to see their doctor. They weren't sure if it was safe. It is safe. So it's, if you're behind or missing something, call your pediatrician, call your doctor, go get in and get caught up on your checkup and your vaccines. Now, especially because, well, one, yes, we're living in a pandemic and COVID is still, unfortunately, way more common out there than any of us would like. We are also starting to see the flu. So these are actually viruses that we have vaccines that we can use to protect kids and adults.
I was just wondering, I'm really afraid of getting vaccines because I hate shots, but then I don't know what to do to not make myself afraid.
I will tell you, I also hate getting shots. I still get nervous every single time. And definitely there are things you can do that can help. So one is, for some people, just kind of thinking through what's going to happen before you get it can help, just so you know what to expect. I will tell you, I never look at the needle when they're going to give me my shot. I always look away. If you have somebody with you who can make funny faces or talk to you, that helps. Even I know some older kids, they like to listen to music or they'll watch a video. I think sometimes thinking about getting a shot is actually worse than getting the shot. But thankfully, it's short, doesn't hurt that much, and it's over pretty quickly. But make sure you have a nice loosey-goosey arm next time. I think that helps a lot.
So it's like you don't need them every time you go to the pediatrician, right, Dr. Mason?
That's correct. So when you're a baby, you do get a lot of shots because you need them. You need to start getting some protection against viruses and bacteria. 4-year-olds get shots with their checkup, so they're ready for kindergarten. And then after 4, the next set of your vaccines is when you're 11. So 11-year-olds. So some kids are in 5th grade, some kids are in 6th grade, but that's the next time at that checkup that you get your next set of shots.
Our guest today on the show has been Dr. Melissa Mason. She's a pediatrician in private practice in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And thank you for letting us grill you about being a pediatrician. It sounds like a good job if you love kids and you're willing to study hard when you're in school, because you're saving lives and you're helping families and you get to build a lifelong relationship with your patients. That's pretty cool.
Thanks for having me. I have loved this and really appreciate you guys spending time with me today.
Bye.
Stay well.
This is Pierce Freelon.
I am scared of needles. Ouch. But there's one thing that I know. What's that? I don't want a fever. We can't keep it hot if we catch the cold.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Now I got my cootie shot. Come on, baby. Roll up your sleeves, get this remedy so we can play beads, keep it shaking. Come on, baby. Roll up your sleeves, get this remedy so we can play beads, keep it shaking.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my booty shot.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shots. Got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Now I got my cootie shot. Call your parents, put your nibblings and your next of kin. Call your grandmama and your best friend. Ask them, did you shoot your shot? Did you roll up your sleeves? Gotta slow this disease. The corona cootie. Shoot your shot.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Everybody needs that cootie shot. I am scared of needles, but I'm brave and my body can be healthy and strong. So I can get on. I wanna play with my friends, so put that shot in my arm. Hey.
I am scared of needles, but there's one thing that I know. Tell me what you know. I don't want a fever. We can't keep it hot if we catch the cold.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Now I got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Now I got my cootie shot.
Pierce Freelon with Divinity Rocks from Pierce Freelon's latest release, and in the background, Blue Dot Sessions. You are listening to the Children's Hour. I'm Katie Stone. Dr. Mason brought up briefly COVID, coronavirus, and since our conversation with Dr. Mason, the COVID vaccine has become available for children around the world, including in the United States, from ages 5 to 11. So anyone over 5 right now can get the COVID shot. And why should you get the COVID shot? You might be wondering, well, is it worth it? I've heard that kids don't get that sick. Actually, 25% of the people with COVID in the hospital right now are children. And children absolutely get very sick with COVID. COVID has the unfortunate tendency to leave people who have had COVID with long-term symptoms, including kids. Some of those include complete loss of taste and smell. If you want to smell good things in your kitchen like baking cake for the rest of your life, you know it's worth getting the COVID shot. Today is a great day to sign up in your state. We're going to put links at our website for this episode, which is called The Doctor Is In. Those links are going to be for information about getting the COVID vaccine wherever you live in the United States, along with information from the Center for Disease Control about coronavirus and children. Of course, one of the best ways to not get sick with coronavirus or any sickness is to wash your hands frequently. This is the Cuddly Koalas.
Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Been playing with my pets. I'm not clean. I am not clean. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to the toilet. I'm not clean. I am not clean. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to the shops. I'm not clean. I am not clean. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been on the bus. I'm not clean. I am not clean. wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Wet them, soap them, scrub them, wash them, take away the germs from you. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to the school. I'm not clean. I am not clean. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to the doctors. I'm not clean. I am not clean. Little hands, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? I have been washing my hands. Now I'm clean. Now I am clean.
Wanna be safe, mask up. Wanna do right, mask up. Put the mask across your face. Hide your lips without a trace. Mask up. Mask up. Mask up. Mask up. Going inside, mask up. Seeing my friends, mask up. Put the mask on ear to ear. Maskinista of the year. Mask up. Mask up. Mask up. Mask up. Woo-hoo!
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Oh, shucks. Keep the germs at bay each and every day. Just a little while before we see your smile. Fill your loving cup, pulling that mask up. Show your neighbors that you care.
Wear that mask everywhere. Wanna be safe, mask up. Wanna do right, mask up. Put the mask across your face. Hide your nose without a trace.
Mask up. Mask up. Mask up. Mask up.
They come in all kinds, rainbows and designs. Red, yellow, blue. No one can be just like you. Superheroes wear them. They save the day. Spooky, silly, planetary. Hey, masks are necessary. Wanna be safe? Mask up. Wanna do right? Mask up. Put the mask across your face. Hide your lips without a trace. Mask up.
Mask up. Mask up. Mask up.
Going inside, mask up. Seeing my friends, mask up. Put the mask on ear to ear. Wait, you'll hear a great big cheer. Mask up. Woohoo!
Mask up. Mask up.
Woohoo!
Mask up.
Yow! Hey, Dr. Bob. I think this is a great time to say thank you to all the healthcare heroes out there.
Who exactly is a healthcare hero, Dr. Pop?
Everyone can be a healthcare hero. Come on, I'll show you.
Healthcare hero, you can be a hero. You just need to wear your mask. Put your mask on, put your mask on. Healthcare hero, you can be a hero. You just need to wash your hands.
Come on now, wash your hands. Thank you very, very much to those who wash before they touch their eyes, their ears, their nose and mouth. East and west, north and south. This goes out all around the globe. Thanks for using your frontal lobe. It's easy to do, just wear a mask. It's not that hard, such an easy task.
Healthcare hero, you can be a hero. You just need to wear your mask. Put your mask on, put your mask on. Healthcare hero, you can be a hero. You just need to wash your hands.
Come on now, wash your hands. Thank you to those who work in clinics. It hasn't been easy. It's no picnic. You mask up, you glove up every day. Those in hospitals, I have to say, thank you again, again and again. And now that school is about to begin, I was worried about others being unsafe, but these simple rules can keep us all safe.
Healthcare hero, you can be a hero.
The Children's Hour radio show is an independent production of the Children's Hour Incorporated, a New Mexico nonprofit. The Children's Hour is supported in part by an award from New Mexico Arts, a division of the New Mexico Department of Cultural Affairs, and the National Endowment for the Arts. Support for the Children's Hour is provided by the County of Bernalillo, New Mexico, bernco.gov. Support for the Children's Hour is also provided by the City of Albuquerque's Cultural Services Department and the Urban Enhancement Trust Fund. Support for the Children's Hour is provided by Token Ibis, a nonprofit making philanthropy accessible to everyone. To sign up, go to tokenibis.org.
I've saved my nickels, I've saved my dimes, I've saved my quarters too. I got $12 up in my room, here's what I'm going to do. Down at the toy store, I saw a model, one that I want to buy. I'm going out the door when my mom says your brother's going to cry. Please take him with you. Oh, Mom. So I take my brother down to the toy store. We get there and walk inside. I'm looking all around for the model, the one that I want to buy. When up comes a lady who works at the store, young man, I hear her say, if this is your brother, he just broke a toy, and somebody's going to pay $11.99. There goes my brother again, ruining all of my plans. I know I should love him, I know what they say, and I would if he'd just go away. After I spend all day at school, I run the whole way home. I'm gonna meet my friends at the ball field, I'm gonna go alone. But when I get home, my father is waiting. There's something he has to do. He says, here's your brother, all alone. Please take him along with you. Oh, Dad! So I take my brother down to the ball field. He says he wants to play. I say he can't, so he starts to cry. So I let him have his way. But as soon as we start, he gets hit in the face by a ball that my friend Bobby throws. He gets a nosebleed, he starts to scream, and I have to take him home. Oh, there goes my brother again, ruining all of my plans. I know I should love him, I know what they say, and I would if he'd just go away. My mother tells me my brother is sick. They don't know what to do. They go and take him down to the doctor. She says he's got the flu. He stays in bed for almost a week, so sick he can barely smile. And although he bugs me, I still kinda like him and miss him every once in a while. So I go to my room, I open my drawer, the one that I always lock. I get out my favorite comic book, the one underneath my socks. I go and take it into my brother, I say he can have a look. He starts to turn green and then throws up right on my comic book. Oh, there goes my brother again, ruining all of my plans. I know I should love him, I know what they say, and I would if he'd just go away. I know I should love him, I know that it's true, and I will when I turn 42.
There Goes My Brother Again is Bill Harley from a CD called One More Time. Pierce Freelon was the background music over the break, and before that, Doctors Bop and Pop had Healthcare Heroes. Wendy and DB brought us Mask Up. You're listening to the Children's Hour. Today on the show. We're learning about being a doctor for kids. Did you know that there was a time when women were not allowed to be doctors? It seems crazy now, but there really was a time when that was the case. Jonathan Sprout has written a song about it. This is from his American Heroes, Volume 3, right here on the Children's Hour.
She wants to be a doctor.
A dream to heal grows up in an unjust world where only men can operate. As smart as the brightest men, she learns everything she can, but her dream will just have to wait. She wants to be a doctor. She wants to be a doctor. A mental confusion indeed. 27, 28 rejections. At last an acceptance note. So many say she'll never pass. She proves she can make the cut. Opens doors that had once been shut. Graduates first in her class. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. How could she pass the test? She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. Only a man can endure. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. Only a man for sure. Such a narrow thought. Doctor has to be a man. Then along comes Bessie with her plan. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. She wants to be a doctor. Doctor. She wants to be a doctor.
Doctor, doctor, I feel bad. I've got the worst pain I ever had. I need some advice from you. Tell me, doctor, what should I do? She said to pat your head, rub your nose, scratch your belly and touch your toes. Put your finger in your ear and you'll feel better in the morning.
Well, I tried that, and it didn't help. Still had a headache. I had to go back to the doctor. And I said, doctor, doctor, I still feel bad. Still got this old pain I had. She said, do it faster now. You'll feel better, I know somehow. She said to pat your head, rub your nose, scratch your belly and touch your toes. Put your finger in your ear and you'll feel better in the morning. Well, I tried that again and it didn't help. Still had a bad headache. Had to go back to the doctor. I said, doctor, doctor, still feel bad. Still got this old pain I had. She said, do it faster this way. You'll feel better by the end of the day. She said to pat your head, rub your nose, scratch your belly and touch your toes. Put your finger in your ear and you'll feel better in the morning. Well, that's 3 times I tried that. It didn't work anytime. I went back one more time. And I said, doctor, doctor, I still feel bad. Still got this old pain I had. She said, do it faster still. You'll feel better, I know you will. She said to pat your head, rub your nose, scratch your belly and touch your toes. Put your finger in your ear and you'll feel better in the morning. 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 You'll feel better in the morning.
Time to live, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. Hey, time to live, time to live, time to heal, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Let's go. Juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. Go from here. Hey, face the facts. Here's the reality. The virus hit hardest in all communities. Black and brown, from my town to your town. If we work together, we can turn the tide around. Now I'm in line for the vaccine. I think of everything I've seen, and I don't wanna lose one more. I do it for the ones I love, that's for sure. We're in this together, it's now or never. Work towards change for the better. For the better. Yeah, same struggle and the same dream. Hermano, you are my team. You know what time it is. Time to live, time to live, time to heal, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Yeah. Juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. Where we go. Time to live, time to live, time to heal, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Yeah. Juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. Let's go. Hey. So many questions for what's next. Yeah. So many options for what's best. Yeah. From social distance and mass protection to understanding the vaccination. They say recovery's a long road. Yeah. Let's go hand in hand so we don't journey alone. Right. Rebuild the community. We're looking for healing as the fall from dark days is finally clearing. Clear it out, clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Hey. Now the world opens up again. Let's all be accountable to family and friends. Let's make a new normal, a healthy reality. Physical, emotional, mental clarity. Think about all we endured this year, but we still had hope to overcome fear. As our smiles return and we wipe the tears, the question is, where do we go from here? Time to live, time to live, time to heal, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Yeah, juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. Time to live, time to live, time to heal, time to heal, time to move on, time to build. Juntos, adelante, no fear. That's where we go from here. You know what time it is.
That's Fuchs right here on the Children's Hour. Time to Heal is the name of that song. Jeff Johnson from his Songs from the Big Hat CD brought us Dr. Doctor. You're listening to the Children's Hour. We've been learning about being a doctor for kids, and we've learned other things too. You can find links and so much more at childrenshour.org. Look for this episode, The Doctor is In. And we're going to go out with one more. This is Joe West and the Santa Fe Review. We'll catch you next time for another edition of the Children's Hour.
Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. The sky was on fire when I walked to the mill to take up the slack in the line. And I thought of my friends and the troubles they've had to keep me from thinking of mine. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. The moon has a face and it smiles on the lake and causes the ripples in time. I'm lucky to be here with someone I like, who maketh my spirit to shine. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight.
The Children's Hour is an independent production of the Children's Hour Incorporated, a New Mexico nonprofit corporation.
Our show was written by Katie Stone, with help from all of us in the kids crew.
Find lots of information about us at childrenshour.org.
Many thanks to Dr. Melissa Mason for being with us on the show today. We had production help on today's show from Christina Stella and from Diana Barron-Moore.
Our podcast can be found wherever you get your podcasts or at patreon.com/The Children's Hour.
Or ask your smart speaker to play the Children's Hour podcast.
We post our photos and more on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Find us at TCH Radio.
Our theme music is written by C.K. Barlow.
The Children's Hour is distributed by the Children's Hour Incorporated, PRX, and the Pacifica Radio Network.
Thanks for listening to the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio.